It's been called the Ocean's 11 of cybercrime. Hackers in Russia, China, all over Europe, coming together to hack 100 banks in 30 countries. How successful? Up to $1 billion in stolen cash. Going undetected for 2 years until banks started noticing something suspicious. Just one arm of the attack, but certainly the flashiest. An ATM in Ukraine was randomly pouring out bills onto the ground. The hackers were able to take control of the bank-operated machines remotely and make it rain cash with the help of an accomplice.
We refer to them as money mules, and we saw instances where the criminal didn't even touch the ATM machine. They just walked up to it, the money came out, and they walked away.
An ATM hack itself isn't unheard of. Hacking legend Barnaby Jack demoed the hack years ago for MIT.
I found a vulnerability which will allow me to bypass all of these passwords and then upload my own software onto the ATM remotely. I'm not naive enough to think that I'm the only person who could do this.
Nico Sell is someone who tried to do this, attempting to hack into an ATM, dispensing gold bars.
We're in the Palace Hotel in Abu Dhabi, all these hackers building a human shield around the gold machine because there's cameras everywhere acting like we're tourists taking pictures, and have to unplug the machine because that's usually how you get the IP address. And then you wait till it restarts, you plug it back in.
$1 billion gone, and the attack might not be over yet. Banks may not even realize they've been compromised. It's a haul that would make even Danny Ocean blush.
It does feel like we've seen another milestone in the arc of cyber attack history.
Lori Siegel, CNN Money, New York.
Right now, what you're seeing really is a Herculean effort by the city of Boston, Massachusetts to clear the streets of this city in time for people to return back to work Tuesday morning, the day after the President's Day holiday, a full work day for many people in this city. And it really is remarkable when you take a look at this. This is an empty lot in Boston that has been transformed into what is called a snow farm. They bring the snow in huge trucks after scooping it up all over the city, and they dump it on what this is now a mountain of snow. You can see the size of it. It dwarfs the heavy construction equipment that they're using to then scoop the snow. And let me show you the size of one of the trucks that is bringing the snow in here, and it is a stream of truck after truck, full of snow. And then they bring it over to this machine right here. This is called a snow melter, and what they do is they dump the snow into the top of this. It has very hot jets that melt the snow, and the water comes out right there. It's dumped into the sewer system. This machine has the capacity to melt 150 tons. That is 300,000 pounds of snow every hour, and yet still it's not enough to keep up with the demand. There is just an incredible amount of snow that has fallen on the city of Boston, so much that it has crippled the city's transportation system. The transportation director saying that it will be 30 days of snow removal operations like this just to get all the buses and the trains running back to normal again. And that is only if another blizzard doesn't hit the city. What you're seeing here, really quite an effort to clean up the result of 3 weeks, an unprecedented 3 weeks of heavy snow for this region, and the work continues here around the clock. Will Ripley, CNN, Boston.
I've found some stuff in the past that I've been really excited about and stoked, and but this is one of those things you're like, one day it'll happen. It happened to me.
Zach Norris hit the thrift store jackpot.
Still got the little tag wrapped around it.
Finding a rare 1959 Jaeger-LeCoultre watch at the Goodwill in Phoenix, priced at only $5.99.
The interface dial moved, and when that happened,
That's when you knew.
yeah, I knew it was real. I didn't even want to give it to her for the scan. I was like, you can scan it in my hand if you want.
Why?
I just didn't want to let it go. Sometimes they miss it. They don't know. I mean, it's not a very fancy looking piece. You know, you have to know what it is.
A collector himself, he raced outside and called his little brother.
I'm like, so I just got out of Goodwill. He's like, what'd you find? Like, he already knew. It was exciting.
There were only 900 of the diving watches ever made.
I know I didn't want to keep it because it's kind of above my means to have a piece like that. I had a couple of good offers.
After his find ended up on Hodinkee.com, a watch collector's website, a collector in San Francisco bought the watch for $35,000 and threw in a $4,000 Mega Speedmaster watch to sweeten the deal.
And what have you done with your 35?
We're planning a wedding. We've been planning a wedding for a while, but we kind of had some different ideas that we wanted to do, but now that we have the extra funds, we're going to go ahead and start taking care of everything ready.
It means you can get married?
Yeah, no, we're excited. It's going to be in October.
And Zach has advice for anyone hoping to also hit it big, trolling thrift stores.
You can do it. Research everything. Just take your phone in there. If you see something that looks goofy you've never seen it before, Google it. You never know.
The following